This is going to be like freshman advice coming from seniors. We're just going to be basically talking about school stress. We're going to be talking about boys, you know, first kiss. We're going to be talking about period.
Because everybody love them a little drama. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I like me some drama too.
Oh, boys is a very, very big thing in high school. It's majority of the relationships in high school do not last. May I get 2 straws? Look at that. You always want to be nice to people because you never know where they're coming from. So what's up, friends?
What's up, AA squad?
So guys, we are in the car right now giving you this video. We're on the run. Y'all already know that we always be, you know what I'm saying, doing stuff. We always be going places. We never sit at one spot.
Yeah, we always be outside looking for the
no.
Y'all just play.
Anyway, and as you guys can see by the title, today we are going to be having a girl talk. This is going to be like freshman advice for, you know, freshmen coming from seniors.
And we have had so many experiences and so many good and bad experiences that we can share with y'all.
Anyways, we're gonna go through a list. I have my phone right here.
Yeah, I got mine too.
We have a list of what we want to go through. So guys, while we're going through this list, Amaya's gonna start off because I'm gonna be driving, but while we go through this list, we're gonna be going places. So our first place that we're gonna be going to is where?
We're gonna be going to Starbucks.
Oh, I'm gonna be driving while Amaya is speaking some facts.
Okay, the first one we're gonna start off with is drama, okay? Because everybody... Girl.
Sorry guys, can't get copyrighted. Anyway.
Okay, the first thing we're gonna be starting off with drama. We're gonna be starting off with drama because everybody love them a little drama. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I like me some drama too. Coming into high school, the last thing you want to do is be in some drama, because I don't know if in middle school they was really about their life. I know whenever we was in middle school, nobody was really about that life. Like, they did a lot of talking, there was a couple fights here and there, but you know, you can't just run your mouth, especially if you're like a freshman. Like, you know, try to be cool with everybody. You don't gotta be friends, but be at least cool with them, you know what I mean? And try to stay out of drama. Like, I know you want to listen to the drama. You can. I ain't gonna say you can't listen to that.
Amaya!
I'm not gonna tell you can't, but don't be in it. Like, don't add your 2 cents into the drama, because y'all words spread around so quickly. Like, you just don't know. You know how whenever you be talking in class, somebody is always listening, baby. Even if you whisper, somebody is always listening. And see, whenever you talk, somebody else gonna talk, then somebody else gonna talk, and then somebody else gonna talk, and then it's gonna get back to the person that is being talked about. And you know, nobody likes whenever they get talked about, and you know, it's just gonna make so much drama, so much, you know, unnecessary toxicity in the air. On the list is making friends. All right, y'all, I know that it is a new environment and you're going into a new school with a bunch of new people, but the key to making friends, guys, is that you just have to be really nice and friendly and open to talk to people. Because I know you're going to be scared, but everybody else there is going to be scared too and wanting to make friends too. So you just have to get out your comfort zone just a little bit and talk to people. You know, you don't have to talk to everybody right away, but make sure in the first couple of weeks you do start really talking to people, because after like a few weeks, y'all go by, like at least 2 weeks, everybody's already gonna low-key have their friends and like already their group. So you gotta make sure that you know, step out of your comfort zone a little bit and talk to everybody, y'all. Honestly, I feel like you should get to know everybody, get to be friends with everybody, because you never know what that person can do for you in the future. You know, you can help each other out in the future, in your future life. So make sure that you are very friendly and talk to everybody. Be open to get into clubs and everything, because that's where you meet a lot of people. Also, do sports. I can't stress that enough. That's a really easy friend maker right there, because a lot of our friends have came from like sports, or like going to sporting events and all that. You can meet a lot of new people, have fun times, and that's how you click with people. Now next, yeah, I got a list that I'm looking off of, but next I'm gonna talk about grades. Okay, so y'all, I know that high school is fun and you think it's a High School Musical and you think it's the time to play, and you know, it is one of the best times in your life if you know you use it wisely. You know what I mean? And guys, I feel that like whenever you're starting out high school, you don't really tend to focus on grades. You kind of tend to focus on, like, you know, dressing nice, looking nice, you know, talking to people, talking to dudes, dating, all of that going on, y'all.
Lose this time.
Okay, y'all, but we're up here now, and Akaya is paying for the drink.
I don't think he sees me. Never mind.
Probably told us 536.
May I get 2 straws?
Look at that. That looks really, really good. Hopefully it tastes good.
Oh, thank you.
It smells good too. But we will try this out with y'all then. All right, ready?
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
That's good. That's good.
It's not bad.
That's good. I think that the so much caramel cancels out the coffee. I can still taste it, but it's like really good.
I rate it like a good
9.5.
8, 7.
I'm saying 9.5. It's real good. I'll definitely get this again for sure.
Make sure you're on top of your stuff, because if you start out bad freshman year, everything else is bad. Basically, I'm gonna piggyback off of Maya with the friends as well. I just moved the camera, but anyways, like I said, basically you just want to be open to who you're friends with, what, you know what I'm saying, what type of friends you want, and if you have that idea of what you're trying to get, what type of friends you want. So don't be scared, even though it is scary. At the end of the day, the worst thing that can happen is somebody saying they don't want to be friends with you, but then you can replace them. So at the end of the day, it's all cool. Anyway, so now I'm going to move on to like boys, because boys is a very, very big thing in high school. It's very, very big, okay? And I just want to give y'all the real deal of, you know what I'm saying, boys and how they think and stuff like that, because I don't want you going in and making, like, you know, just like silly mistakes that you could have stopped, you know, early on and kind of prevented. So basically, obviously, I feel like high school, you can date, you can, but I just generally don't feel that you should be taking it too seriously. You know what I'm saying?
They're not taking you serious.
Exactly. You don't need to be taking that relationship too seriously. You don't need to be, you know what I'm saying, thinking about like kind of a future, even though you might venture off to at some point in time. But generally, guys, if I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to be seen being mean, I don't want to be seen as rude, but I just want to tell y'all so y'all know that generally majority of the relationships in high school do not last outside of high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, they stay in high school, they don't go, and if they do go to college, they might break up, you know, in the first 2 years. And hey, there could be one that lasts longer, but majority of the relationships just don't last. So I generally do not think that you should be putting all of your emotion, all of your energy into this relationship when really it's not gonna really last too long. You know what I'm saying?
And I got something to add on to that, y'all. This is a good example. I know this one girl that dated this dude, y'all, for 2 years. And a week after they broke up, he got a new girlfriend. See, y'all, this was with freshmen too, y'all. I was walking, and lie to you not, it was like a couple weeks into school. He had a girlfriend, did this cute little handshake, everything with this girl. And then, because this was dismissal time, did a cute little handshake, they kissed, whatever, whatever. And then he ran outside, y'all. And he went to this other girl and hugged this other girl, y'all. Did a whole jump hugging this other girl. After he, just 5 seconds ago, he was with his girlfriend. And then ran over to another girl. So y'all gotta be,
keep that in mind. Just really keep that in mind. And on top of that, seniors do tend to pick on freshmen as well. Guys, do not get that. Don't let that go to your head.
Tell them what your friend told you about why they date younger girls. Not every dude's like this, y'all, but we just trying to put it out there.
Why they date younger girls?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't remember he told you?
No, I don't remember. Guys, I'm sorry, I can't remember that. But anyways, from my perspective, and I do have guy friends, so I kind of do have a little insight on how they be thinking and stuff like that. And trust me, guys. Trust me! Guys, just don't waste your time. Please don't. Like, you can have a boyfriend, but just, you know what I'm saying, just keep that in mind. And on top of that, like I said, there are some seniors that like to mess with freshmen. Guys, don't be that freshman that be thinking that senior like you. Like, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to burst anybody's bubble, but just really think logically about this. Why is somebody that old who is about to go to college messing with somebody who just got out of middle school?
Look, y'all, these are only the two, these could be the reasons, okay? I'm not going to say only 2 reasons, because it is a time where, you know, he could really like you, because I know there's one girl that's, oh, okay, that's kind of like federal. But I'm going to say anyway, it don't really matter. This is one girl that's dating a college student. She's in our grade. I know she was dating him since high school. So not saying that everybody that, like every dude that picks you. I'm not saying that every dude picks you because, you know, he thinks you're easy, because that's what a lot of them do too. They pick you because they're easy, but they could actually like you, you know? There is that 1%.
Just keep it in mind, okay? Please keep this in mind. We're not saying like don't do it, but just keep it in mind, because it's with the majority of the dudes. Like, there's only a small percentage that's like that. So we don't want you getting your hopes up thinking, oh my gosh, he likes me, and then he goes cheating on you. We don't want that for you. You know what I'm saying? We want you to keep that in mind. Like, think smart about this and keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, have it in the back of my mind that, you know, majority of these relationships don't work out. So this should be like a little play thing. This should be like fun for me. I shouldn't be taking this too seriously. And it's nothing, you know what I'm saying, to cry over. It's nothing to make you lose sight on your grades. Like, if they're making you lose sight on your grades, you need to drop it. Now, no boy should be prioritized over your grades. You know what I'm saying? No boy should be prioritized over your happiness. None of that. So, because it's just high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got years. You got years. So, you just want to keep your options open. And just don't get too serious in that. Because at the end of the day, it's most likely going to end up in a breakup. Hey, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, help my friends out.
Okay, I got one more thing to say. Okay. Another thing, y'all know how those dudes be looking, and y'all know the reasons why those dudes in your grade goes after girls younger than them. It's either because they mess with everybody, they already got done messing with everybody in their grade, or because they can't pull nobody in their grade.
Exactly.
So once you think of it like that, then that'll change your whole perspective on, oh, he's in a higher grade than me, he's so cute. Because we all know we love older dudes. All of us. Okay? So you gotta...
Not all.
So you like them young?
No, but I'm saying not everybody likes older dudes.
Majority of girls do, though.
Not everybody.
So you like them young, then?
No, I just said okay, whatever. Anyway, come on. Alright, you guys, so we are back. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna show you guys what Amaya got. She just got some nails. I think that's it. Just some regular stuff. Anyway. Back to my advice, guys, because I did not give you guys full advice. I only gave you like one, and I piggyback off of Amaya. Now I'm gonna be talking about burnout. Oh my goodness, that's a big one. Because you guys know, since the classes that we're taking, the burnout is going to happen. Like, I think burnout happens from just basically anything, from going to school too much, from work, you know, waking up too early too much, because we did have cheer on top of all the classes that we were taking. We had cheer. In cheer, we had to wake up at like 6 a.m. in the morning every single day. It had to like work out and do all of that stuff. And I was prone to burnout, you know. I wanted to get good grades. I wanted to stay on top of my stuff while also being a good cheerleader. So that was a lot of pressure for me. And I got burnt out. And guys, the thing about burnout is I feel like you always have to just take a step back from everything. You have to chill. You have to allow yourself to relax. And you just have to say, you know, I'm tired and I'm going to relax. Because I feel like, me personally, I feel like whenever I get tired and I know I have something to do, I'm not going to sit up there and just let it, you know what I'm saying, let it slide. Like, I'm gonna get that junk done, and then I can worry about how I'm feeling. But that's not how you're supposed to do. That's not how you're supposed to do school, guys, because school will definitely take a toll on you. And I feel that you just need to take your little rest. You need to take your breaks, guys. It's very important. And though you feel like you might not be able to take a break, you can take one, you know. On, you know, the weekend, you can relax instead of studying. Or during the week, if you have too much workload, you can literally, I don't know, like, for work, you can literally make the work, turn the work in late. Not too late to where you're getting an F, but, you know, where you get a 90, because we have like a negative 10-day penalty, where if you, each day that your work is late, it's 10 points off. So you can take that day off and say, hey, I'm just gonna get a 90 on this assignment because I can't do it. Like, I'm too burnt out. So you can do that, and you definitely do need to do that, because if you don't, then you will definitely have a breakdown, and it will not be pretty, and it will not be fun, and you'll probably stay in the rut and not be able to get out of it. So I do definitely think that with stress and anxiety and over burnout, stuff like that, you just need to take your breaks. It might be overwhelming, but at the end of the day, I do think that you need to take your breaks, and anytime that you're feeling like you can't handle it, you need to take a step back, no matter what it is. If it's a major grade assignment, I kind of beg to differ. I think you need to pull through on that. But if it's like a daily assignment, something like that, I feel like you can definitely take your break. So we are home, and we are here to finish the advice. Amaya, she has her list, I have my list, so we're gonna go and let's just get started.
Okay, so the next thing on my list is electives. Okay, y'all. So electives, whenever you are in 8th grade and you are looking at your little schedule and all the electives that you could pick out, and you pick an elective, right? The elective you pick probably sound fun, but 5 times out of 10, whenever you get in that elective, most likely you won't like it. Because I know some of my friends, they got into the debate team, they got into so many electives, they got into culinary, even culinary, y'all. And culinary is like whenever you make all these different foods. And they said that they didn't like it simply because it just wasn't their vibe, or was too much work, or it just wasn't what they expected. And the advice I could give to you incoming freshmen or anybody in general is, if you don't like your elective, switch out of it immediately. Switch out of it as soon as you can, as soon as they give out that chance, because every school gives out a chance where you can switch a class if you're not really feeling it. Make sure you switch it out, because you know, high school, you want it to be fun. You know, you want your elective to be fun, because that's really like the only class you can really chill in and not do too much work in, depending on which elective you have. But if you really don't like it, don't waste your time and wait to like it, because most times 9 out of 10, if you don't like it, you're never going to like it. So the advice I can give is, make sure that you switch out of that elective that you don't like, and if you like it, stay in it. Like the elective that we picked was fashion design, and we loved it, so we did not switch out of it. But I know for my school, at least culinary, like going into culinary, it's a lot of notes, and you probably cook like 1 cookie, y'all, literally.
Yeah, you gotta wait until you're like into the second part of culinary to start actually making stuff. But we got lucky with fashion design, and we were able to make stuff right away. And because our teacher, he felt that like the way that you usually run the class, he doesn't really like that. He likes to go his own way and like make things. And he was like, how are you supposed to learn if you can't sew? Like, he doesn't like us doing like homework and stuff like that, so we really just sew. So that's all we basically do, and it's so much fun. And yeah, like Amaya said, you gotta make sure that whenever you pick your classes and your electives, you wanna make sure as soon as you get that open window, you gotta change it quick, because they do have a lot of people. There's a lot of people at your school, so sometimes if you come too late, you won't be able to switch your class. So you wanna make sure you're there as soon as you possibly can get, you know what I'm saying, those changes switched. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna move on to mine. And one thing that I wanted to do is organization, which I really kind of feel that that goes along with, you know, the schedule and stuff. But organization for school is very, very important, because that helps you kind of with how you do your work, how you receive your work, and what grades you're getting, do your organization. Like, that literally is such a big thing in school. You have to stay organized. You have to know when your assignments are due, what you have to work on, what you have to do, and you have to make sure that you're doing it on time. And the best way to stay organized, in my opinion, is getting a planner. Guys, I cannot stress this enough, how much you need a planner. At first, when people were telling me like I need planners, I was like, okay, but when you get to high school, that junk hits hard. Like, you have to be on top of your work, and even though you do get warnings and stuff, at the same time, they don't really be warning you like that. Like, you got to be on top of your own stuff.
Yeah, and another thing, if you're one of those girlies that simply don't like planners, like I used to just dislike planners. I did not like planners, but something that helped me out to start writing my planner is getting like a little like fancy, cute, creative planner where it has all these little different bubbles you can like write in, all that type of stuff. So get you a creative planner if you're one of the people that don't really like planners. But ever since I started using planners, it's more helpful than like writing it on my phone, because it's on paper and it doesn't delete, you know, because whenever you're typing in things on your phone, it could delete. And you know, you're not really gonna always be checking the notes in your phone. You're gonna forget to check a note in your phone. So if you get a planner, it'll be more reliable.
Yeah, and you take this planner to school with you. You can write in some important notes like tests and, you know, assignments, major grade assignments that are due, your presentation that's, you know, coming up. It really helps, and it really helps you keep everything on track. It helps you figure out what you need to do, how you need to get it done. You know, it's just really, really beneficial. So I really do suggest you get a planner and stay organized.
The next advice I want to give you is prepare for the teachers. Okay, so y'all, since you're coming out of 8th grade, I feel like there was more nicer teachers in 8th grade, more patient teachers, more teachers that will help you succeed. There is still teachers that will help you succeed. But in high school, you gotta understand, it is independent. It's not so independent as like, you know, your teacher's been telling you in 8th grade, like, they're not gonna be watching you, this and that. They are gonna be watching you, and there's not gonna be always a teacher that you like. You know what I mean? You're not always gonna like a teacher. There's always gonna be one teacher that is always calling you out. There's gonna be this one teacher that really can't teach, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all, and it's gonna be a lot of self-teaching. Cause I know for social studies, y'all, I really loved her a lot, but it was just like, it was a lot of self-teaching, and that was an AP class. So you gotta understand that, you know, you're not gonna always have the best teacher. You're gonna have some teachers that give you so much work. It is sad, and you just want to cry your eyeballs out. But y'all, I'm just trying to prepare y'all. That's how it's gonna be. Not every teacher's gonna be like this, but there is gonna be some teachers that you just don't like. They give you too much work. They're not helpful. They don't know how to explain some work, because I ran into that in sophomore year, y'all, in math, and it was just such a hard time for me, because we weren't even, y'all know we were homeschooled, 8th grade, so that was whenever we were learning Algebra 1. And junior year,
well, basically we skipped Algebra 1. We didn't even really learn in 8th grade, whatever we were supposed. Was it Algebra 1 or Geometry?
It was Geometry was 9th grade. Algebra 1 was 8th grade, and so
yeah, we didn't even learn anything of that. So we were at gymnastics, so we like basically skipped the whole class. And when we came back, it's not like he was teaching us anything, so we just had to go about our way.
And then 10th grade, we did not have a good teacher. You literally had to self-teach your freaking self. So it was rough, but we did it, y'all. And so I just have to tell you, you are gonna run into a teacher that can't teach. I'm just trying to tell you, you're gonna run into a teacher that you do not like, but you're gonna just have to, I'm just gonna be honest, just cope with it. You're gonna have to just, you know, not treat the teacher rude. Definitely don't disrespect teachers.
Don't do that.
Because they can definitely affect your grade so much. Like, they literally is such a big part of your grade, y'all, because like, even though my social studies teacher, like, this is a personal experience, even though she really did not teach me nothing, like, she did teach me a lot of life lessons, but even though she really didn't teach me for the class, you know, when exams came around, y'all, and we had to take the AP exam, she used that grade, and y'all, I did something on that AP exam, and I didn't really like my grade, and she wouldn't take our project grade as, you know, our exam grade. So, you know, I was sitting with that grade in my exam, but I had asked her if she can round my 89 up to a 90, because, you know, I had an 89 for the end of the year, and she said, okay, I'll switch your exam grade out for a 90 exam grade. And y'all, I did nothing. But the reason why she did that was because I never complained, y'all. Never complained. I was nice. So make sure that you're really nice to your teachers,
yes,
even
please.
if you don't like them. Like, that's another thing with my English teacher. Nobody liked her. She really couldn't teach. She was arguing with a lot of kids. But y'all, if you're nice, trust me, in the end, it's gonna work out.
Yes.
So yeah,
be likable. Don't be a butt kisser, but be nice and be like a student that they like know that you're nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could say a little hey, you know, just be nice, and at the end of the day, it's gonna pay off.
Yeah, it's gonna pay off. So I just want to prepare y'all. You're gonna always run into teachers that you don't like, but you're just gonna have to realize that you just gotta deal with it, and you gotta, you know, you gotta compose yourself.
Okay, so on that topic, we're gonna move on to toxic people. Guys, there are toxic people all in high school. If you thought there was toxic people in middle school, wait till you get to high school.
Yeah,
there's plenty, much more. And guys, all I have to say about that is just don't let it affect you. I feel like obviously people who, you know, feel a need to be mean and toxic and stuff like that, like, just know that they just got something going on with them, and they, you know what I'm saying, like, they just got something going on. That's really why people, you don't know what people are going through. So though people are treating you mean, and though people are, like, you know, doing this to you, but just like know that there's always something going on that you don't know about.
Yeah, so if they're mean to you, just know that it has something to do with their self. Don't ever think it's you.
Don't ever think it.
It's never you.
It's never you. It's always them. That needs to be our mindset. That's gonna save you from a lot of disappointment and a lot of upsetment about people treating you that way. Just sit and think, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I didn't do anything to them. I've been nothing but nice. So you always want to be nice to people, because you never know where they're coming from. So just don't really take that into such, like, you know, lengths and hurtness. Like, just realize, you know, some people got stuff going on, so you just want to kind of steer away. You don't want to, you know what I'm saying, like, get too involved with those people. You just want to, you know, be nice.
And also don't hold grudges, because like I
that.
said, you don't know what they're going through.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next thing is prioritize. Y'all, you have to prioritize your time wisely, okay? If you're one of those girlies that love to get up, make your face up, please prioritize your time wisely. Because I know last year, whenever we were doing cheer, we don't do cheer anymore, but because we quit. But y'all, we had 6 a.m. practice. I had to wake up at 4 every freaking morning. Went to sleep at 11 to 12. And see, then obviously I was not prioritizing my time. Because I cared more about waking up that early than my work, because I would usually start my work at 6 o'clock at night. So all I gotta say is prioritize your time wisely. If you want to get up that early, make sure that you push up all your work, your homework, you know, chores that you gotta do, going out if you want to go out, all that type of stuff. Make sure you push it up and make sure you have time stamps. And like that also ties in with the planner thing. Make sure you have a time to do everything and make sure that you length that time appropriately. So like, say if you want to you know, go out to the store and go shopping, but you have a bunch of homework for history, math, all your electives. Be like, okay, I'm gonna shop for a cool 30 minutes or a cool hour, and I'm gonna come right home and I'm gonna get right to work. Y'all, if you do this, trust me, you're not gonna be stressed out throughout high school. You're gonna be pretty, like, obviously high school is still gonna be a little stressful because, you know, you're starting to get a bunch more workload than any other year. Trust, any other year. I don't know about college, y'all, because we ain't going to college, but so far high school is so much workload, so you got to really make sure you prioritize your time wisely. And if you start off prioritizing your time, you're gonna love that for yourself, because that also ties in with sleep schedule. Make sure you get enough sleep.
Yes.
Because even though the first few weeks and years start off real slight and light, baby, it's gonna get harder. So you gotta make sure that you start those habits early, good habits, and prioritizing your time wisely.
Okay. Yes. Good points. Okay, guys, so now I'm gonna move on to the next one, which is how to get around school. Like, okay, not in the way that y'all are thinking, but
yeah, don't get around like that.
but how to get around school, like when you first come in as a freshman, because you are new to the atmosphere, you're new to the school. We actually were new to the school our sophomore year because we didn't go freshman year because we were online. So we came in and we were trying to get a feel of the school, and all I can say is you'll get over it by time. It's gonna take a few weeks, you know, a few days.
Well, mine took a couple months. Like, I was 4 months in and still didn't know where my class was.
Anyway, it's gonna take some time, but just make sure that you go to the freshman orientation, because that will definitely tell you where everything is. It'll give you a walk around school, so you'll have that to access before, you know, school starts. And you should definitely get in on, you know, when you're looking, like, try to figure out your classes, like where's your class at while you're walking around, and just stuff like that. And you'll get used to it, you'll get around, and you'll be familiar with it over time, and you won't have to worry about that. So obviously, you know, my school, our middle school was definitely a lot smaller than our high school. Our high school is humongous. We got like, how many floors?
We got 3 floors, y'all, and we got freaking elevators too. Well, we can go on elevators.
Yeah.
I got my friend.
We got elevators, we got stairs.
I got my friend that helps me get on the elevators. Emotional support.
Anyway, our school is super humongous. Like, we have A, B, C, D, E, F, like, it's big. So when we were trying to figure out where school is, it was actually very hectic because we did not go to freshman orientation.
Yeah, but usually what they have is they have, like, well, at least for our school, they had these big whiteboards that tell you where the A hallway is, B hallway, C hallway on every floor. So that should help you out, but if it doesn't, always ask somebody, you know, if you really need help.
Yeah, just ask an administrator. They'll tell you where it is, and you'll get used to it. So don't fret about that. Just know you'll get used to it, and at first it's gonna seem very scary because there's so many people. It's so many people. And then you're trying to figure out where your class is before the bell ring. And also, guys, on the first few weeks of school, I think they're very lenient to freshmen about, like, being on time. But you got to make sure that you're on time going, like, the second weekend.
And don't
be playing by those tardies.
Yeah, and don't take it for granted, y'all, because you can be taking it for granted and then they hit you with that go get a tardy bag. And after so many tardies, y'all, like, for our school, it was like 6 tardies. You had to go to lunch detention, then after lunch detention, it was ISS. Saturday. Yeah, it was ISS, and then it was Saturday detention. So You know, those things really be taking up your time and be wasting a lot of your day. So if you don't want to go to that, make sure that you're on time to your classes. And some teachers, they cool. Like, I know I had me a couple teachers last year. They were very understanding and everything. I don't know what but they was very understanding, and they didn't let me get a tardy pass. That's also with treating your teachers nice, y'all. The teachers that I treat nice, they literally, if I was a couple minutes after the bell, they would just let me in. You know what I mean? And if you're one of those students that is always being disrespectful, not doing your work, they're not gonna let you in, babes.
They gonna say,
go get that tardy. So yeah, make sure you're always cool with your teachers, and make sure that you prioritize your time. Don't be one of those, well, you can stand in the hallway, talk to your friends, but make sure you know how much time you can talk to your friends.
Yeah, don't be talking to your friends for a whole hour and then, oh shoot, I gotta go. Then you get that tardy pass.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, do you have another point?
Okay. We're gonna both say one more point.
Yes, one more point.
Okay, my next point is parties. Okay, y'all. I know you come to high school, and finally, I don't know what they did in middle school. I don't know what y'all did in middle school, but finally they got some parties you can go to. I know last year, well, at school, there's so many parties. Like, there's so many parties going around, and I want y'all to know that parties get shot up, y'all. So you gotta pick your parties wisely. You don't want to be that person on the news. I know nobody wants to be on the news because that's so sad, but make sure you pick your parties wisely.
Yes.
Make sure that you have dependent friends, y'all. Like, you don't want to go to a party with a snake. You gotta really know your friends good. So I know that y'all want to go to parties with y'all friends, but make sure that they are the right friends, because anything can happen to you at that party, and you want your friend to be there for you and
not away from you.
Yeah, not away from you. Make sure that if you do go to party, go with friends too, but dependent friends, like I said. And also, don't go to too many parties, because you don't want to be so wrapped up in that party life that you forget about your main focus in high school, which is your GPA and your grades. Because if you are depending on going to college, those are going to be the two things that help you get into the college that you want to get into. And if you don't have your GPA up, you're not getting into the college, y'all. So
just simple as that.
Simple as that. So you want to make sure that you prioritize your parties. Make sure you don't go to too many.
And guys, make sure that when you're at parties, you don't be drinking people's stuff, because they be lacing people's like drinks and stuff. Like, y'all, I know y'all freshmen and everything, but this the real deal. Like, y'all gotta be careful what parties y'all going to, because they be putting stuff in people's drinks. You don't ever want to set your drink down and get it. If you set that drink down, it's not your drink anymore.
It's not.
You need to go and find another drink. You need to watch people to pour your drink. You need to just watch, because people be doing some crazy things.
And y'all, I remember the very first party we was gonna go to. We didn't go to it because it was too far away, but that one got shut up.
So now, guys, imagine if we went.
Yeah, imagine if we went. So you really got to think about these parties. You gotta know who party you going to. You gotta know if these people got some ops. Okay, you gotta know, because you don't want to risk your life trying to go celebrate and party. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Life is so short, and you want to live it to the fullest, obviously, but don't like live it so wild. Okay, that's all I got.
Okay, so the last point that I have is distractions. Guys, there's distractions everywhere in high school. Your phone's a distraction, boys are distractions, friends are distractions, everything is a distraction. So you gotta make sure you prioritize your time with what you're doing. Like Amaya said, with time management, but this is with stuff that distracts you from getting your work done. Procrastination is one of the distractions too. A way I could say getting over that is you just gotta do it. Like, there's no other way to put it. You just gotta do it. You just gotta say, okay, shoot, am I gonna either get an F on this, grade? Am I gonna get an F on this paper? Or am I gonna get an A? You just gotta think like that. You gotta put your grades first. You gotta be like, okay, what is really important to me?
Yeah, so don't wait till 11 p.m.
Don't do that.
To write that essay.
And then you stress crying and then get an F on it.
Yeah, like you ain't trying to write no essay 11 o'clock. No one is due at 11:59 and you got a 2-page essay. Don't do that, okay?
You're spending it terribly. So you just want to make sure that your distractions with your procrastination, you just want to make sure that you're just, you know what I'm saying, just have a strong head about that. I know it may get in your face, your phone may get in your way, and you're like, I can do my work later, but guys, trust, you can't do your work later. You got to do it now.
Yeah, and also study, y'all. I know that's like, study, what? But study, trust me, it works like a charm, really. Like, that's how we got A's in our class, y'all, because y'all know I already said we came from a long streak of cheating. Studying was our best friend. Even though it's a little hard to do studying in like the beginning, because you know you're not used to studying, you're not used to looking at the word over and over again, but once you start, and really studying is not like in your books for hours and hours and hours. You can you know, you can length it. You can start 10 minutes, then go up to 20, and always boost your minutes up on studying. But really how I used to study was I just went over the work, okay y'all? This isn't, you don't need to do no hardcore studying, especially if you're not used to studying, because that's gonna make you not want to do it. Yeah. But yeah, just look over the work, do the problems over again, all that type of stuff. I know for history, my specialty was studying. My mom had put me onto this. It was like the homework, I would just rewatch the videos, watch a little section of them talking about a topic and giving the definition, then I would repeat it to myself, and then after that I'll move on, and I'll do that for every video that I had for that day, and that helped me out so much. So if you're somebody that don't know how to study and you don't study, I really suggest that you do in high school, because it's not, it's not, the work is not as easy as in 8th grade, and some teachers don't even give out extra credit. So you got to really make sure that you do good on those assignments. So study is what I could say.
All right, and that is it for our girl talk. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and peace out.